Lights, camera, action! What is up, everyone? This is Retro04, and this video will be covering over behind the genre slash scenes number 4. That is right, and as you can see by the title of the video, we'll be covering over the photography and also the Photoshop skills of mine. There is no secrets behind of what I do, and I'm gladly to show how I do it. Right. So as you can see, we have 3 figures going on here. We have Starscream, Skywarp, and the little minifigure of the translucent Ironhide. That's part of the RID translucent spy changers, aka GoBots, stuff like that. And as you can see right here, this is a Lego brick wall. And if you're wondering what I do with this, I do not have those type of plastic surface, and then it has those jointed like joints, and then it can plug right behind the figure, which this one does not have plug-in behind the figure, but it's like it will plug in right behind it, and you can pose it like, I'm just gonna randomly pose. It's gonna be a terrible pose, but you can pose it like this, and if you're lucky, I don't have to have something to keep it from falling over, but sometimes you need a little brick. Take apart the wall, and you try to measure out behind the figure. And what that would do, it would eventually keep it from falling over. Like that. So that's how I kind of cheat on terms of mid-air posability and everything else like that. So sometimes it takes more than just one little brick to make that work. Because the figure is going to become top heavy if I'm going to like do mid-air pose. Something like that going on. And if I want the pose to be like this, then I have to stack like some bricks. Oops, that brick opens up like that, and try to level up the bricks. So it'll be kind of like that going on. So you guys pretty much get the idea that you don't have to have certain type of tools to actually make things work in your own desire. So that is that. And also terms of the Skywarp, flies right over here. If you want the jet to be on sideways and stuff like that, it's pretty much what I covered for the robot mode. You just place it right there, and there you go. So that's pretty much all to it. Now, for the extra lights, as you saw in the opening of my video, I do have studio lights, and this was bought to buy my favorite aunt. She was nice enough to give me this thing, and it just looks excellent. The first picture that I posted is now on the Facebook page and everything else like that. So I got these lights going on, and the lights that I was using beforehand, before the time I got these studio lights, I was pretty much able to have, type of batteries that is inside this thing. It's AAA. Gotta make sure that it's in there, oops, correctly. I don't like that. And the type of fabric that's on this thing is type of white fabric that's going to keep the light from becoming over bright. So just open that up and there you go. So I got that light. And also on my phone right here, I do use my phone, though it does drain out the battery, but I don't give a crap. As flashlight mode, I just turn this baby right on, and I'll try not to blind you guys, but there's the light going on right there. So, off. Yeah. So that is that for my phone. Alright, so I covered everything that's going on right here. In terms of photo and everything, it's important to have your camera always on full charged up, and using the type of function that the camera will use for great capture and non-blurriness and everything else like that. Everything will be downloaded, everything, onto my laptop right here. So this is the photo of everything that has been pre-done in terms of the steps. I can show you guys that it is not a, how should I say, copyright from a figure that was online previously, which is not. So I'm about to prove that to you all. And the type of photos, the Photoshop paint and stuff like that that I use is this guy right here. It works much better than this one right here. This one works fine, but there's some tools that does not work for my liking at all. Now, this one right here comes straight from the internet that I was able to download. And here is all the tools right here in terms of paint. And the type of tool that is important to use is white. And the type of tools that I do use is this paintbrush. So before I go over these, I need to open up a folder. This guy, I want to open him up. It's gonna come up. Now, the first thing that I do is come right up to here, to image, just stretching a screw, whatever, resize it. I bring it back, and then I put in the number 30 for top and bottom, for the horizontal and vertical. There you go. And as you see, the image did size down a bit. And now that is going to work for you perfectly, because the tools that you're going to use is not going to be too small. It's just going to be the right size, so you don't have to work too long photoshopping this guy. So, like I said, the tools before, this is the brush. I'm going to be turning it to white. And this one right here is the big brush. Now, I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to grab this bar right here, and I'm just going to come right. Okay, right here. This will work. Now, this brush is the big, how should I say, the big circle or something like that. And as you see, it works perfectly in terms of the type of style that is going to work. And you just click it, and there you go. Simple as that. Now, I got another tool, a couple other guys. This is the smaller brush, and if you need this, it'll go right into tighter spaces, as you see that. Even smaller ones. Here's another one. This is like the small little square dude. Square dude. And you just do it right there, see? So you can go right into the smallest of tightest of spaces. Now, if you want to go for the big brush, it'll just fit right there, as you see. And you just, there you go. Simple as that. And then this one right here. This one will go into some of the smaller spaces. Boom. And you also have a slightly bigger square dude. And you can go right into small spaces like that. So pretty much that is that. Now, if you come across like very straight lines like this, then you need a tool that's going to get it done faster. You go to wide, and kind of have to measure it with the crosshairs. You don't want to overlap that image, but it's just going to be right there. And the other parts that as you see right here, it can just be simply covered by, you know, by the paintbrush itself. Now, in terms of the other parts that you will need in the future, that you have this guy right here. Now this would allow to take care of a big chunk. So as of that, in terms of the big chunk, oops, maybe in this right here, pardon me, and this would just, like I said, take care of a big chunk, so you don't have to use all those paintbrushes and everything else like that. You have this design right here, as I just clicked on. This, let me zoom back in, grab this bar, and come back. Oop, too far. Up. Okay, now we're back in business. Now, you can use this to go right over the highlight, and this, you can take out a big chunk like that, click, cut, and that's pretty much like that. So in terms of everything that I've shown you, the tools that I do use, everything will be in order of how the photo should turn out then and now. So as I talk, there'll be a slideshow of what I'm talking about. This is the image right after it's been downloaded. The second step is to use that big cut to cut around the figure, so you don't have to use the paint brushes and everything else like that, those terms of tools. And then you use the paintbrush, the big ones, small ones, the square dude, small square dude, and everything else like that. You highlight around the figure. And then you use the bigger square brush, and you take most of the highlighted part to the bigger extreme, so that will allow you to have the room to use the crosshairs for the custom cut. And the next part is to cut the top, and then lastly is the bottom, and this is the final version of what it should look like. Same thing will go for the vehicle. And putting two together, it will turn out to be the image that you saw for the thumbnail. And this is going to be on the Facebook page, and make sure you check that out. And there is going to be a link on that image on the page that'll come directly to this video. Hope you guys like behind the scenes of how I do it for the photography and Photoshop. More videos will be coming soon, and the next video that I'm thinking about showing off will be my collection. Super excited? Stay tuned for it, folks. Good day to you all. Transform and roll out.